it. It's time. Hold on. Back on my bullshit. These niggas been hitting, get hit with a full clip. They say they don't like me. They want me to hit them with something so shiesty. I said it so nicely. They don't understand why my chain is so icy. Now talk to me nice. They calling my phone saying talk to me nice. Hold on. Wait. Then I hit on my jeweler.
The Yankees finished the week with a sweep and a loss in the tiebreaker versus Houston. But this week gave me a few signs of concern that I believe might become a factor come postseason time. What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and before we get started, make sure you subscribe down below. Leave a like if you enjoy the video. And with that out of the way, let's just get into it. So, the Yankees sweep the Athletics in 3 games, but this series was pretty concerning. Yeah, sweep them in 3 games, and it was concerning because the first game being started by Montgomery gives up 5 runs in the 3rd inning. That inning was a very strenuous inning for him, and seemed like he couldn't do anything. Obviously, the Yankees' offense was a little too much, as at that point, it was a 5-1 game after there was a home run in the 1st inning by Aaron Judge. So it was 5-1 at that point. The Yankees chipped away in the 4th, chipped away in the 5th, and then the 7th, they go on a streak. They go on a 6-run 7th inning, which was aided by 2 catcher's interferences. Again, this series we should have won, but it is still concerning that Jordan Montgomery gave up 5 runs in a total of 3 innings, even though it was only 1 inning that he gave up those 5. It is still a little concerning that he is giving up 5 earned runs to the Oakland Athletics. One guy I will say that has really opened my eyes a little bit, Albert Abreu in this series was very good. We traded him to get Jose Trevino, and then the Rangers just DFA'd him, and the Yankees picked him up off waivers. And as of right now, I mean, the biggest issue was control for him. That night with the catcher's interference and the 5-run, he pitched 2 1/3 with 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, no runs, no hits. So he had a pretty impressive night at the office for a guy who you saw as like a back end, more of a insurance policy type of guy out of the bullpen. He had a few good performances here. The craziest thing is the Yankees' best start of this series, and of the week to be honest, came from J.P. Sears, one of the Yankees prospects in the minors, who came up because they just needed to give the starting rotation a stopgap. He goes 5 2/3, only 3 hits, 1 walk, only got 1 strikeout, but didn't give up a run. Ron Marinaccio then came in to end that inning. Wandy then came in and got 2/3 of an inning. King finished that inning, plus got a few more, plus got another whole inning, and Clay Holmes came in for the save, which Clay Holmes is the one who gave up the run. But it is very interesting to note that the best start of the week came from a guy who's not particularly in the rotation. As we go to the next day, Nestor Cortez Jameson Taillon on the mound. My apologies. Where Jameson Taillon struggled early. 3 runs in the first inning. Taillon gave up 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 runs, and 6 strikeouts. Taillon just looked flat. In that first inning especially, he looked particularly flat. Nothing seemed to be working. That breaking ball was very iffy, and the A's made them pay in the first inning. But then, with help from the Yankees offense in Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, the deficit dwindled, and eventually we took a 5-3 lead and never looked back. So even though we swept this series, this starting rotation is really starting to give me a little bit of a nervous feeling. Because if you're doing that to a team like Oakland, I don't know what you expect to do with teams like Houston, which now we'll get to that game. Yankees played Houston yesterday in what I'm considering the tiebreaker for the 4-game series. And Luis Severino pitched really good. Gave up 2 runs in the 3rd inning, but that's it. Went 6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. To only give up 2 runs to this offense is really good. I didn't like the offense in this game. The offense, again, came out flat. And until Rizzo hit his home run, we didn't even have traffic on base much. And after that home run, they sort of started to click in terms of getting guys on and sort of giving them opportunities to come back in this game and tie it up. It never really materialized, but Luis Severino really did pitch a good game. As the Yankees lose that one 2-1, I'm not as concerned about that game as most people are, because what has been the Yankees' number one thing this season is offense. And I think a lot of this just came from, could be sort of fatigue. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned about one bad game offensively. I'm concerned about 2 bad games pitching-wise that has sort of been a trend with those couple players, like Taillon especially. I was at the Thursday game like I showed you guys last week, and he gave up 6 runs in that one against Houston, and now he's given up 5 against the Oakland Athletics. That to me is a little bit concerning, at almost to the point where you may want to look in the trade market to get another starter to throw in that rotation. I don't know. I just don't want the Yankees to go balls to the wall, empty a farm system to get a starter. If you're emptying the farm system, go get an outfielder. Joey Gallo is not cutting it. Aaron Hicks is on and off, but he most of the time is not cutting it. And I really want Aaron Judge back in right field. I love that he is great out in center. His center field play has been good. This is not an indictment on Judge. This is more of a let's protect Judge in case some of his injury history starts to pop up. I think right field is probably the best spot for him. But we're going to have to wait and see on that. Overall, a good week because we got the sweep against Oakland. And the wins are all that matters. The Houston game, still, I love the way Sevy pitched. I love the way he worked out of some jams. I did not like how he pitched to Kyle Tucker in that third inning when he gave up the 2 runs. He had a chance to get out of it being up 0-2 against Kyle Tucker. And the one pitch that seemed like it would work for him is the pitch down and away. And on 3-2, he decided to go up and away. And it was ball 4. That brought up Bregman, who then hit the double. I really thought going low there would have been a good, smart choice. And then, maybe we even get a shutout there. But, all in all, sort of nitpicking here and there. But overall, good outing by Sevy. I think he is one of the more consistent guys in our rotation at this moment. And so hopefully they pick it up. They have 3 games against Cleveland this weekend, which will definitely show how good they are against good teams, because Cleveland is a really good team. MVP candidate there, even though Judge is still MVP, obviously. But Jose Ramirez is in that running, so it will be interesting to see how they play them. And yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. On my way to 1,000 subs before the postseason. I need your help to get there. Please help me out. Get your friends' phones, get your parents' phones, get whoever YouTube account you can, and just click subscribe, because there will be a surprise if come postseason time I am up to 1,000 subscribers. Comment below your thoughts on this series, on this week. Were you happy about the week? Were you mad about how things went? Let me know down below. And yeah, until next time, end of the video, I'll show you all the pitchers that are pitching in this Cleveland series, and I'm out of here. Peace.